It's actually drizzling ever so slightly. Doesn't seem like it's going to be snowing like crazy, like what people predicted anyways. And with that in mind, what's going on today? How about this one? Apparently there was a drone assassination attempt before per se, and I guess just recently they convicted, I guess, the perpetrators. It says here, 3 get 30 years in jail for failed drone attack on Venezuela president. 3 people accused in a failed drone attack targeting Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro in 2018 were sentenced to 30-year jail terms, relatives said on Friday. Maria Delgado Tabascai, retired Army Major Juan Carlos Marufo, and retired Colonel Juan Francisco Rodriguez were convicted on charges of terrorism, treason, and criminal conspiracy, according to a family member of one of the accused who asked to remain anonymous. The criminal hearing began Thursday night and lasted until the early hours, and it says for this person here, the Delgado Tabascai, he is accused by the Maduro government of financing the attack in which 2 drones carrying explosives blew up near where Maduro was addressing an assembly of members of the National Guard on August 4, 2018 in Caracas. 1 drone exploded in the air over guardsmen standing in formation, injuring a few of them, and the second drone crashed into an apartment building 2 blocks away. Neither Maduro nor his wife, who was nearby, were hurt. So by the sounds of it, they just missed their target, but they still ended up hurting people. Do you think the punishment, I guess, justifies the crime per se in terms of matching the seriousness of it? On a lighter note, this was kind of interesting where Wing showed its behind the scenes operation of how it's doing their drone deliveries. This one says, Wing unveils first of its kind remote operations center for drone delivery. And I guess, like it says here, they're assuming you're thinking of someone outside with a high visibility vest on their back and a set of joysticks under their thumbs, whereas it's more about, I guess, managing in terms of analyzing what's going on, seeing whether or not the flights have been completed. It says, if that's what you had in mind, you have a pretty accurate sense of what a job in this industry has looked like for the past decade or so. But it's time to reimagine that role. Wing has begun launching some of the United States' first commercial drone delivery remote operations centers. We started at our headquarters in Palo Alto, California, and recently opened a second in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Our pilots in command stationed in these remote locations are not focused on one aircraft, but instead they're overseeing multiple simultaneous flights across entire service areas. This is possible because of the highly automated and reliable nature of our system. Individual flights do not require human interaction as our flight navigation system plans its own routes, and then the aircraft executes those routes. Again, it's kind of interesting just to see the behind the scenes with this video and all too. I was looking at that map on the screen that looked like there was a huge cluster of drones flying. Makes you wonder, in terms of things like safety and all that, will people be okay with these, I guess, flying everywhere in general? It's going to be the way of the future, but it's kind of weird again, how people fear a toy drone per se, and then this stuff is going to be perfectly okay, right? It's kind of interesting because according to this, they don't have actual visual reference, like a live feed, because it says the PICs aren't watching through the camera of any drones. There is not a live feed of imagery to anyone, anywhere, or controlling the aircraft with a joystick. The system designs its own routes and flies itself. Instead, they're watching our aircraft complete missions. They're monitoring weather and other air traffic, the overall health of the system, and responding to alerts if they pop up. I'd be wondering in terms of, I guess, security. Let's just say someone wants to take a package and all that. Now you would technically have no proof, correct? Because there's no video feed or anything like that to determine, hey, what happened? And again, maybe people will say, well, there, you can't say it's code spying on you because there's no, I guess, video camera and all that. Either way, it's just inevitable where you'll start seeing this stuff more, I guess. I still want to see, I guess, them operate here just to see what it's like in general. See you guys later.